Sahil Kapur joins us. He's national political reporter for Bloomberg News. Sahil, good morning. As always, a lot to talk about, but let's start with the mess in Virginia, with both the governor and lieutenant governor facing bipartisan calls for resignation. How do they get out of this mess?
It's a train wreck for Virginia Democrats at this point. They are facing calls to resign. The top three Democrats in Virginia are facing bipartisan calls to step aside. And if they do that, they would be handing over power to the Republican Speaker of the House in a redistricting cycle where they're redrawing the map. So they're hanging tight right now. They've all taken a somber, reflective, somewhat apologetic tone, but it's not clear any of them are going to step aside at this point.
What about on the national stage for Democrats? I mean, obviously for them in Virginia, it could be somewhat of a succession crisis if they have to go to a Republican next. But what about on that national stage?
Right. Well, national Democrats are very cognizant, that they don't want to be tied in with this stuff, which is why so many of them are calling on their colleagues to resign. Just yesterday, 5 Democrats in the Virginia congressional delegation said the lieutenant governor has to go. And keep in mind, the Democratic Party is being held to account increasingly by a base of African Americans and women who have no tolerance for racism and sexual assault.
You just wrote, or penned, we should say, a note on the 2020 presidential candidates. Are the Democrats' field, is it too far to the left, and is there room for a moderate here?
There may be in a large field, but Democrats have certainly decided to throw incrementalism in the trash can. They're going big, bold, visionary, kind of returning to the roots of FDR, where they want to increase taxes sharply on wealthy people to mitigate income inequality and to use the funds to expand the safety net. Issues like Medicare for all and debt-free college and even a wealth tax, as Senator Warren has proposed on assets above $50 million, have gained a lot of traction within the party.
We just saw the House Judiciary Committee hearing with Acting Attorney General Whittaker, which was quite contentious, as we saw in that piece. What's your takeaway from that in terms of what the mood is going to be in Congress and hearings like this going forward?
He was very defiant. He was clearly playing to an audience of one, as many people in the Trump administration do when they're testifying. He said he had not interfered in the Mueller investigation, the Russia investigation in any way, which was significant. But he did not get into his role in controversial decisions made at the Justice Department, like the firing of James Comey and the family separation policy.
And more fireworks probably to come whenever we see hearings like that. Sahil, thank you so much for the update.
Thank you.